Well, today would have marked Elvis Presley's 90th birthday. Can you imagine?
No, hard to believe. The King and Rick Rowe talks with one of his backup singers who still lives locally.
Good morning, everybody. This is a very special day because this would have been the 90th birthday of Elvis Presley. And very few people on the planet knew him as well as this lady. This is Estelle Brown. She was a member of the Sweet Inspirations. She has stories. In fact, let me let you listen to some of the stories.
Imagine if you had been there. July 1969, Elvis Presley has not performed in live concert in 9 years. Thousands are traveling to Las Vegas to see if he can pull it off. And as he walks on stage, she and her backup group, the Sweet Inspirations, were right behind him.
Remember the first show, the first night?
Oh, Lord. Lord, all the cameras and flashes and the screaming and the hollering. And, oh, Lord, I didn't know what was going on. What is wrong with these people? But they were very excited.
So was she. After all, Estelle Brown was going to be on stage with Elvis Presley every time he performed in Las Vegas, and she'd better be ready.
We had to keep an eye on him because you never knew what he was going to do. Estelle, y'all have to watch me, you know, so.
He wasn't hard to look at. The most popular entertainer in the world walked into that first rehearsal in Vegas like he wasn't.
Elvis walked in just like, hello, hi ladies, I'm Elvis Presley, like we didn't know. It was wonderful. He made everything so easy, you know. He was not a hard taskmaster. He didn't put himself above. You know, we were all on the same level.
Still, the Inspirations were a few years younger than Elvis, and Estelle had a hard time not calling him boss.
Hey, boss. Hey, boss. I was going to ask him something. But he said, no, I'm not your boss. I'm your brother. And that's how it was from then on out.
It's all right. Good, it's all right. They were together every night for 6 weeks, 2 shows a night. And when the screaming stopped, the gospel began.
Elvis said, come on, gang, we're going upstairs. So we would have to go up to the suite with him on the top floor of the Hilton. And we would sit there just about all night long, singing gospel. Laughing and talking and singing. Laughing, talking, sing, and eat.
Elvis Presley died today. He was 42.
Estelle was on her way to their next performance when the announcement was made. Elvis Presley was dead.
It was screaming and hollering and, you know, just unreal. It was just unreal. You never thought about Elvis dying? No, he's supposed to live forever.
Estelle moved to Shreveport to be close to family a few years ago. But even now, 43 years after his death, the memories stir the heart.
Yes. And if I'm not careful, I'll break down and start crying anytime. If I think about it hard enough. Yeah. I love that man. And he loved us. And we knew that, you know. Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. This is a very special day, especially for people in Shreveport. A lot of folks don't know that Elvis spent a lot of time in Shreveport, Louisiana, performed at the old Louisiana Hayride back in 1954, lived here for a while. But nobody knew him any better than this lady. This is Estelle Brown. Elvis's birthday is today.
Yes.
He would have been 90 years old.
Correct.
Estelle, I'm not going to ask you your age. You're quite a bit younger, right?
I don't mind.
You don't mind? Okay.
I'm 81.
81.
Yeah.
But this is the picture that really illustrates why we're here.
Exactly.
This was a special time in your life.
Yes, it was.
You were part of this amazing group called the Sweet Inspirations.
Correct.
There you are with Elvis. This was actually taken in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, correct.
Because he called you up. He was getting ready to do his big Las Vegas show.
Right.
And he called you guys up.
He had his manager to call us up.
You were shocked.
Yes.
Why
very
does the
shocked.
king of rock and roll
Call
want
it-
this group
Right.
that does backup and harmony?
Right. And we sang mostly gospel.
Gospel.
And I just didn't understand it.
So you
But
weren't
it-
sure, a little reluctant.
Exactly, very much so.
He said,
Just come try it out.
Come try
and
it
see if you like it. And they sent us a whole slew of albums. Learn the music.
okay.
And when we had rehearsal, try it out. And it worked.
Then you met him. You went through the rehearsals with him. And I've
Yes.
actually seen video
Yes.
of you with him in
Yes.
rehearsal.
Yes.
And you discovered that the king of rock and roll didn't act like a king.
No, he did not. He was just a decent human being.
Yeah,
Someone
Very
that was very easy to love.
absolutely.
You know.
You called him because he was a little bit older. You called him boss.
Yeah.
He said,
anytime I would say, "Hey, boss," son," he said, "No, I'm not your boss. I'm your brother."
I'm
I said,
your
"Oh,
brother."
okay, yeah,
Don't you love that?
yeah."
That is awesome. Now, you performed hundreds, if not thousands of
I
times
did over
with him.
1,000 shows.
Over
with him.
1,000 shows.
Right.
Often, shocks me.
Okay.
These are 2 shows a night,
Yeah, 2 shows.
performing
a night.
into the wee hours of the
In the
morning.
wee hours of the morning.
After
correct.
all of that, what happens?
I thought the show was it. But after that, we had to go up to Elvis's suite, and we stayed up all night long, singing, laughing, eating, and basically singing gospel music.
He loved,
He loved that.
gospel
Yes,
music.
he did.
That's
Yes, he did.
amazing.
Yes, he did.
Again,
Yes, he did.
these are little personal insights
Right.
that you have that very few people do.
Exactly.
And that's one of the reasons that later today, you're going to be honored and celebrated
Yes.
at Graceland.
Graceland.
You're actually going to be living at Graceland, staying at Graceland for a few days.
Exactly.
And they're going to honor you
Yep.
by putting you in the Elvis Presley Hall
Legend
of
Hall.
Fame.
They wanted to get the people that worked with Elvis to put them in the Hall of Fame, and that would include me, the Sweet Inspiration.
You're the last
I
of
am
the
the
Sweet
last of the
Inspirations
Sweet
still
Inspirations.
living.
Sissy just died.
Isn't that amazing?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be singing?
Yes, singing and talking and laughing and whatever.
Just
Whatever
celebrating
that's
the memories.
celebrating, right.
Because you have a unique role.
And enjoying
There are very few of you still with us
I
who knew
know.
him personally.
personally, correct.
And by the way, she lives right here in town. We
Yes,
are
I
honored
do.
to have you as one of our neighbors.
Thank you.
Estelle Brown,
Yes,
part of the Sweet Inspirations,
Right.
who knew personally.
correct.
Called him the boss. He said, I'm not your
I'm
boss.
not your boss, I'm your brother.
I'm your brother.
And that's the way he treated us,
Amen.
as he was our brother.
That's great.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. Back to
Yeah,
you.
Yeah.